Hey everybody, this is Ben and welcome back to Factorio! Now, before you get too excited, this is not going to be quite a full episode of Factorio. This is going to be just a quick episode because I'm going to be taking a look at what has happened to my base. Now, to explain a little bit, I was contacted by Root Negative, which is his YouTube name. He runs a YouTube channel. He does a ton, like a literal ton of Factorio stuff, and he is like way light years even beyond me in Factorio. And he contacted me. He does a series called Factorio Fixit, where he will take a look at other people's factories and give them tips and try to fix things. And so he contacted me and asked, hey, you know, I've seen some of your stuff. Would you let me go ahead and do like a Fixit episode on your factory? And I was like, yeah, sure, that'd be great. I'm certainly no expert on Factorio or anything. So I sent him my factory, and he took a look, and he recorded a couple of episodes. He did actually 2 episodes of his Fixit series on my factory. So let's go and take a look at what he's done. The first thing I noticed pretty much is that my copper is starting to get mined out, so I was getting a little bit starved for that. So let's see, the last time when I was playing, oh, look at this, we got, holy cow, we have got, the factory has become a huge patio. Look at all of those bricks, holy cow. So this part looks not too different. I see the plastic is headed out. The batteries still seem to be just sitting here, okay. So, get me off the pipes. There we go. Oil-wise, okay, oil-wise, he's got solid fuel being made. And that gets looped around. Come on, let's go this way. So the solid fuel gets sent around this way. So my coal miners are actually doing nothing at the moment. Alright. Oil, but as a result of making the solid fuel... Oh, I've got lubricant as well. Interesting. But yeah, my heavy oil... and my my light oil and heavy oil. Light oil is still full, actually, now that I look at it. But heavy oil is not filled up. But at least it's given enough space that the refinery's working, so it's still producing petroleum, producing sulfur to produce batteries. Also producing the petroleum in order to produce the plastic, which has been quite depleted, I would say. So, okay, so we got solid fuel. Oh, well, of course. Okay, yeah, that's right. I had wondered about this before, and yeah, personally, I'm not a big fan of solid fuel because I feel like there is another material, coal namely, that gets you fuel in a solid form. And I know it's not as efficient, and solid fuel has, you know, more whatever you call it, therms or whatever. More energy in it. And I would much rather wait till I see he's got advanced oil processing as researching, so that's cool. So I must have science 3. Actually, let me look at the map real quick. Oh, yeah, lots of this is new. So let's take a look. And this is going to be pretty much just me commenting on what he changed. So for one, solid fuel, I am not a fan. Not at this point anyway, because I am looking to get the petroleum mainly. I mean, I probably don't need all of this, but it just seems like oil is the only source for petroleum. Whereas, like I say, solid fuel, I can just scout out some more coal and I'll be fine. Over here, this iron is getting mined out pretty nicely. It's really just trickling through now. Pardon me. Other than that, over here, nothing much has changed. I did most of the changes over here. Also, Root Negative, I did have a belt factory here. So all those times you were looking for belts, like, there's tons of belts. Tons of belts. Well, not tons, but 150. It replenishes them real quick. So, over here, the giant patio continues. We've got my science and my research science area, and I can see he made the change. Like I've realized this, obviously. I had way too many gear factories up here. It was ridiculous. So that's a good change. That's definitely something needed to be done. And over here, this does not look like he changed the green science at all. Oh, and then we've got this gigantic belt with the plastics coming over this way. Blue science is just trickling in. Okay, we got another blue science. Yay! All right, so the plastics are going way up here. Okay, so what? It looks like copper is really my bottleneck at the moment. This... There we go. Don't need that rebalancer on that side. This side is also looking good now. Oh, did he add? He must have added a couple of furnaces up here, I think. Yeah, not much iron's getting used at all. I could definitely use a lot more copper. Lot more copper production. Because, yeah, this is getting split down here. Is this filling up? No, it doesn't look like it. So it looks like, yeah, I'm really starved on copper. You can see none of this has any copper going on it. So all these green circuits are just trickling out. I think that's definitely got to be the biggest bottleneck. Oh, and then the red circuits are backing up on the blue science because the blue science is needing smart inserters. Pardon me. Gosh, I got a little bit of a frog in my throat. So it looks like this might eventually balance itself out into like a slow rate of production because eventually these red circuits will fill up, which will allow these green circuits to back up, which will then finally cause more green circuits to go this other direction to the inserter construction area. It's essentially, it needs a ton more copper production. Anything else? Doesn't look like he's done. Oh, these are all discharging, aren't they? The other thing I noticed, and I know he kind of just did this quickly as a makeshift route, you connected my two separate factories, so this factory is no longer purely solar. It has, the steam engines are running. And I mean, it certainly does really even out the power supply. I'm hoping to avoid it eventually. What is this? Stone. Oh. Okay. Well, no one. Yeah, I think Root used up all my stone on the patio. That's kind of a problem, actually. I don't have any stone brick left for making furnaces. I have a crap ton of steel on me, though. Oh, and circuits. Well, that could speed up some inserter production. Okay. Let's just dump a bunch. Yeah, dump a bunch in there. Dump a bunch in there. Dump a bunch in there. All right, that should speed up those inserters. There, a bunch of them going, but they'll burn through that. Yep. So basically, what I'm seeing is, I mean, mostly it looks good. One of the things I don't like, one is he used up all my stone, making this weird patio. I don't know. I mean, it's supposed to increase your run speed slightly, but I kind of needed stone. I mean, obviously I didn't need as much stone as I had, but I need some stone. The other thing that I'm kind of looking at here is this blue science factory. It's crowding my bus here. It's not where I would have wanted to position it. I do like the layout. I mean, it's certainly. Was this guy used them all up already? Wow. I mean, it certainly works well. It certainly seems to be scalable quite easily. But it's really crowding up the main bus. I was hoping to keep the blue science kind of more around this, as like this is gonna be my like science production main bus. So that way I can essentially keep a pretty good split of science gets 50% of the materials, and then everything else will take the other 50% of the materials, the way the splitters are set up. Yeah, because, I mean, science obviously is how you progress, but I'm going to need to produce a lot more stuff as I go forward. And the other thing is, he didn't really touch my oil processing, which is fine, actually. I just have to figure out... I have to figure out what I want to do with the oil processing still. I'm not sure if it's going to go over here, or if it's going to go more like over here. Might be good to put it... Let's look at the map real quick. I think it might be good to put it over here. I'm thinking that I can try to reserve... Whoa, that's fast. Some space right along here where my smelting operation is, where the iron and the copper smelting is. Those will be like just tons of smelting, and I can scale that up quite a bit more as needed. And I'm thinking trains, my train stations will hopefully fit through here. This looks like it's a wide enough spot. I can probably get 3, maybe 4 tracks going right, like 1, 2, 3, 4 probably. All of this stuff will get torn out, and my copper will be, I'll just snug it up this direction so it's not in the way. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, more of a long term. I do want to get trains going fairly soon. That's another thing I need stone for, but just stone even, not brick. But I think I have rambled on long enough on the changes and such here in my my factory. And a big thanks to Root Negative for taking a look and making all these changes. I am not sure. I'm kind of leaning towards not actually playing on from this save though, and kind of redoing some of this stuff myself. Not that, like I said, not that there's anything like majorly wrong, but it's outside of what my plan was, and that's I'm sure, Root, I'm sure you know that feeling that like I had a plan. Don't touch my plan. Again, thank you so much though for taking a look at the factory, and thank you everyone for watching. If you want to check out Root Negative's channel, I added it to my channel sidebar, and also linked the Factorio Fixit episodes he did on my factory in the description below. Take a look. He's really, really good at this, and he's got a ton, just an absolute crap ton of other Factorio content. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you next episode.